Few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go!
Ready to break.
44 to Mike. Got a game situation. Let's go.
Let's go.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Tennessee.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. Go. Ready.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Look, touchdown, Jaguars! D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Down.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Tannehill now to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Titans first down.
Ready. 8-3.
Now let's run.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And Walker has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
3 ball.
Hey, Haywood.
44. Mike, 44. Hey, pick your game up.
Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
40. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Tannehill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's Tannehill. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
On the
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out.
Touchdown, Jaguars! D.D. Westbrook with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Lambo on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
They begin with Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Oh, yeah, and here we go.
Now it's the backup Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. There he goes left side, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Jeffrey Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
It's our time.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And he's going to go down again. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Delta.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's caught. Humphreys. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Down. 60 or.
Defense, keep it up.
80 weapons.
Kill. Check 24.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready. 50, plant.
Check. We got it.
Hey, echo.
50, Mike 50. Watch the slant. Hey, no, look at that. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh?
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill completes it to Davis. 12 yards there and a first down.
Complete to Corey Davis. A gain of 12. First down, Titans.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Check safety.
Now Lewis here on first down. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, defense.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Blue 18. Watch the pass.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Blue line. 44. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Mariota to throw it this time. Complete. Smith has it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it converted defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Yo, switch. Bofo's the mic. Mike Bofo.
6'6", pull it high.
Hey, check 20.
Get it.
Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Adam Humphries as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Bravo. Ready?
On 2nd down, Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, Alpha.
54.
And
Let's go, team.
Pilot, 64. Weak. Get it.
Fournette running out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6.
Back.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And caught by Henry. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54.
Rip right. Check 99. Tighten up. Watch out. Kill.
They'll toss it to Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Ready, set.
54. Mike 54. Bank it.
General West.
SOS.
Let go.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. From the red zone now, Tannehill sets up the screen to Lewis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Tannehill. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Being chased, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jarrell Casey bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, exit. Get it.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And got his man complete. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now Fournette. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill finding his way home for the sack that time. Taven Bryan.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. The 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13, Minshew. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's. For a rookie quarterback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
I got you.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too.
Here we go.
And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
60 outlaw.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go one more.
Clear.
3.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jaguars, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.